Hi Aries gang, and welcome to your February overly thematic reading. This is for Aries Sun, Moon, Rising, Midheaven, and or Venus. However, if you felt compelled to click on this video and you have no idea about zodiac signs or your own zodiac sign or your natal chart placements, no worries, but do understand that you were brought here for a reason. So I hope that you hear all that you need, right? Find some answers to the questions that you've been ruminating about, and do subscribe before you leave. For the overly thematic reading, as most of you know, I do typically do a 9-card spread, but this month I've just felt compelled to let spirit lead, and so it might not be a full 9-card spread, but I'm just going to go with the energies and talk through them as they come up, okay? Now, what you can be expecting as far as the first week in February, just getting started, what came through was the 9 of Wands, followed by the Strength card, the King of Cups, and the Death card. As I was shuffling the cards, I was hearing you cannot run from your problems because eventually they will catch up with you, and that couldn't be more true with this energy that's coming through. Also understand that 9s is all about being stubborn, so maybe there's something that you guys aren't trying to accept for whatever reason, and that's what you're running from. You're going to have to face that. You're going to have to establish a sense of courage, and I do know that us Arians, we are naturally the bravest of most zodiac signs, but there are certain things where we are where we shy away from them, right? And that is coming up with this King of Cups energy. We don't want to face them. We turn into puddles, right? Especially when it comes to matters of the heart. If you have a lot of fire in your chart and that is not tempered with water, then you're more aggressive in your approach to love, and that can scare some people away. You're the kids, right? Or we were the kids that would push somebody at the playground, and that meant that we liked you, and so you better push us back so that we know that, and if you don't do that, then like what the fuck ever. But for the more sensitive people that are more in tune with their emotions and express it in a different way, like they vocalize it in a different way, their love language is more about physical touch, you know what I'm saying, and intimacy. That's not going to resonate well with them. They're going to think that you're just bullying them. And so it's hard to understand that, especially when you go out into the world and you're trying to give love and it's met with resistance, or again, it scares people off. Through that intimidation factor there, with you being very direct, or with you being more like playful, because it's just very different than those with other placements, okay? And so you tend to, as you grow older, you either shy away from love or you just have a hard time in love. That's something that you're going to have to develop a courage over. Now, this can also be about like your sense of freedom and wanting to have more of an explorative life, like wanting to venture out in the world and take more trips, because the 9 of Wands, I always say what the card is. The number 9, guys, is Sagittarius's number, right? That's their house, the 9th house, which is all about universal love, truth, understanding, compassion, travel, philosophy, stuff like that. So that can, again, be something that you are more timid about, that you're needing to develop more strength with coming into the month of February. Like, no matter what, if you have to go overseas and travel to an exotic place alone, you can't do it. There are plenty of people that are solo travelers. Just be safe in the way that you do it. You know what I'm saying? But if you're constantly going to wait for somebody else to go with you, you might miss out on a lot in life, okay? So definitely getting in touch with that. I definitely feel like a lot of you guys are also getting in touch with your emotions in the month of February, right? Doing another purification process if necessary, filtering through the good and bad emotions that you have, acknowledging what they are, and also handling them face on. Why do you still ruminate, again, about certain things? in life that have already happened, right? You've already experienced the outcome. So why are you trying to relive it in the mind and cause yourself some sort of physical pain here? Because you're not going to do anything but keep running in circles if you don't let it go. You have to let something go with this death card. You might also, if not, be dealing with a Leo with this strength energy, can be dealing with a Scorpio, or that comes up, or those 2 points in your natal chart will be evolving this month with this energy. Some of you guys are almost there though. If it's a relationship that you've been waiting on with the Leo, you know, after the 9 does come the 10 of Wands. So there's a completion as far as being able to meet that goal. What was I trying to say? Because that's not necessarily how I wanted to articulate that. Because I'm getting the sense of like, oh, I never thought that like I would get here, that we would get here, that it would actually happen, but something's actually happening here. The bond is deepening here. With this King of Cups especially here, there's going to be a transformation as far as being able to express yourself emotionally with each other. Okay, 2 fire signs, that's always interesting. What came up was the 4 of Swords and the 5 of Coins. Now, if this is not about a relationship, this is not about a Scorpio coming in to show you how good it is to die in real time and to regenerate, right? And to, again, evolve in life, then again, it can be 2 placements within your chart that you're having to work through that go through some sort of evolution. You guys are upgrading this month, and so rightfully so, you're going to need to take a moment here with this 4 of Swords and this 5 of Coins. It's all about Saturnian energy here. We are in the season and the sign of Aquarius. So, being that they are ruled by Saturn, you need to understand what Saturn is all about, which is restriction, okay? And making sure that what you're doing makes sense, that things are practical, that you are staying on the straight and narrow with the things that you claim to have wanted, right? If you're not putting in a lot of energy or effort towards things, you're not going to see much of a return, because Saturn's not going to give you more than what you work for. Okay, it's also understanding how you limit yourself, right? Behaviorally with this Coins energy. How you limit yourself financially, okay? Do you have a budget? Are you sticking to it? And I do believe I mentioned that maybe in Aries reading, but if not, somebody's reading for the mid-monthly for January. I had to sit down and be a little bit more realistic with myself as well, because I overspend when it comes to food. I will gladly spend $200 on a bomb-ass meal just to have that experience, because food is my vice, okay? But you're going to have to at some point, again, well, so talking about me, I at some point had to be like, okay, am I gonna boss up with this strength energy here and take control of my life and make better decisions, right? And cut back in areas where I know I'm overspending, or am I going to continue those same habits? Like, I can't be the self-proclaimed millionaire or billionaire that I see myself being if I continue to waste money in areas where I don't need to, because I'm an exceptional cook. I feel like Aries are also the chefs of the zodiac, and nobody actually really like talks about that. Like, can we talk about that? Because I can cook my little ass off, you know what I'm saying? And so I understand how to also shop for food, and I am pretty conscious with what it is that I do eat. I try to choose the healthiest choice, and so knowing that, then I have to be accountable for my actions. And so Saturn's really going to really be on your butt, right, on your trail here with this 9 of Wands energy, to keep you in tip-top shape and to make sure that you are doing what it is that you said that you were doing, that you are creating as you should be with the strength energy, Leo. Okay, all about creation, all about entertainment and joy and optimism, right? And being able to sustain that even when you're not having a great day, you know? But that does require a lot of energy. So again, with this 4 of Swords, it's going to allow for you to also recuperate this month. Also check in with your 4th house. your security, your sense of security. Again, that might be affected because you do have the Five of Coins here, which can also talk about having that sense of security or stability. Are you just a little bit short in your words this month with people in your home or your surrounding? What came up was the Devil card, so let's end with that. Bottom of the deck, you have the Lovers. Lovers came up in Pisces reading. You might be dealing with the Pisces. You might have heavy Pisces placements, as I do. Is this a personal reading? But Devil, Capricorn's energy, watching for temptation. This can be you having to wait on being with somebody that you care about, right? There's some sort of space between you guys that I'm getting here. But this is mutual with the number 4. As is on one side is also on the other. And that can be hard when you're feeling lonely, right? And you just want somebody to talk to and connect with. And because the coins is all about like the senses, have that physical touch with somebody that you want to cuddle with. You know, it's cold outside. And so you just want to be in somebody's presence and to be hugging or holding the hand of somebody that you care about, but you can't, again, due to distance or this space that you guys have decided that you might need apart from each other. And so that can be hard because it comes to a point if you wait so long to see somebody to where if you go out and you see somebody else that is also, I want to say in a sense like desperate, but maybe looking for love, it can be very easy to fall into temptation for that moment, because that's what you want so badly, and for some reason you can't have that. But just have a sense of control. The Devil card also talks about convictions. So what are your beliefs and what are your convictions? And no matter what, can you stay true to them? If you want to abstain from sex, because I'm not really seeing too much Wands energy that indicates that your life in the month of February is going to be all about romance, you know what I'm saying? Then through this month, can you hold true to that, right? If you are met with the idea of wanting to masturbate, can you talk yourself out of it? Okay? If you want to make better choices and or any diet that you set for yourself, alcohol is not the best choice if you're trying to choose the best choice out of a beverage. You know what I'm saying? Water with lemon would be. Coffee taken black would be an okay healthy choice. You know what I'm saying? Not choosing those things that are full of sugar because it's going to offset you being able to make that better choice. Like you're not really helping yourself there. Okay? You won't really see any improvements there. So it's holding on to those convictions that you have so that you don't backpedal and you don't backstep on the things that you have been building towards here with this Nine of Wands, if it is not about a relationship at all. But I am getting that sense because you do have the Lovers here. So by the end of the month, if you don't have love in your life, that is something that you really so desire towards the end. And so it's you having to make that switch and believing that you are deserving of love, right? That you can have it, that you won't do anything to like F it up. You have to believe that your person is out there and that they in due time will make their way to you. But you have to overcome certain issues as it pertains to you being courageous, as it pertains to you feeling secure, and having confidence in yourself and having a sense of self-worth. And again, just sticking with your convictions. So that's what's coming up for you guys for the month, okay? So as far as your chakras are concerned, root chakra, the throat chakra, just with all of the blue that is here, and your sacral and solar plexus. Get those into alignment. But if this video did resonate, do give me a thumbs up. Share this with your friends and family. Do subscribe for more. And if you would like to book a reading with me, you can hit me up at my email, which I will leave here for you guys as well as in the description box for you, okay? Do take care of yourselves in the month of February. Do stay focused and do remain true to what it is that you believe so that you can see it, okay? Ciao.